Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Shop My Stash makeup tutorial, so if you'd like to see how I did this, just keep on watching. So first off, I went into the JCat Beauty Hollywood palette, and I took this kind of lighter blue-gray shade, and I'm just putting this on the inner and outer third of my crease and making sure I leave the center completely blank. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my everyday makeup is like I have actually a tutorial for it posted up. It's kind of like a grungy like look that I wear every day. So I haven't really been touching too many of my palettes recently, and I felt so bad that I haven't. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do those videos I've seen floating around the Shop My Stash. And every time I do a regular tutorial like this, where it's not like a character or anything, I'm gonna use makeup I know I haven't used in a while, whether it be like a certain eyeshadow palette or a certain highlighter, bronzer, etc., etc. And I also ran some of this color on my lower lash line as well. I placed it on the outer third, and then I did sweep it along the lower crease of my lower lash line. But yeah, it feels like so weird like doing a voiceover for a non-character look because I've been doing them so much recently. And it actually feels kind of good. Like I'm glad I kind of like kept forgetting like how close or how far away I was. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing like a regular tutorial. Like you don't have to see like my face and neck from a distance to see everything that I'm doing. And I also took that small blending brush from Luxie and I just made sure to soften out the edges on my lower lash line. And then I went into the, it's like a much more bluey blue-gray. It still is kind of like a blue-gray, but it has much more blue in it. And I put this on the inner and outer thirds of my lids as well, and then I brushed some of it on the same area that I brushed it on my lower lash line, although I didn't drag it down under my crease at all. I just did it on the very outer third. I think you could probably tell that I haven't like really done a voiceover for a regular makeup tutorial in a while because I'm just stumbling all over my words. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? No, I'm doing this. No, I'm doing that. But yeah, let's see. Friday, I'm going to have a female Chucky look up. Next Tuesday, I'm doing another Shop My Stash tutorial that I already have filmed. And then I also have a female pastel Joker that I already filmed that is going to be next Friday. So I have quite a lot of videos pre-recorded already. And then I'm going to be doing a Pride look. I'm going to be filming that tomorrow, actually. So Wednesday, I'm going to be filming it. If you want to see what it looks like before I end up posting the tutorial, you can always check out my TikTok because I'll probably be doing some small videos over there in that makeup tomorrow. Then next I am taking, it's a slightly darker version of the very first color that I used. And I'm using that just to add a little more of the grayish color back into the, because I felt like it became a little too blue to what I was liking, so I wanted it to be a little bit more blue-gray, if that made any sense. I don't know if I've done a look like this recently. I'm sorry if I have, but like when I grabbed this palette, these colors were just really speaking to me. I was like, ooh, I want to do like a blue-gray halo eye, super intense halo because I'm leaving the center completely blank, so it's like more like a spotlight halo where like it completely goes from the shimmer from the lash line all the way up to the other colors, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know. And then I'm taking this bluish gray shimmer shade, and I'm going to be putting this right where the ends of those matte colors meets the center, but I'm not going to be doing it all over the center portion of my lid. I'm going to leave a space for me to add yet another color. And you could see here that I'm putting that all the way up right to where the colors of in my crease end. And I'm just making sure that the shimmer blends in well with the matte shade by doing little patting motions. And then using the tip of the brush, I'm just using some of that shade to go in about the center portion of under my eye. And then next I'm going to go into this lighter, it's like kind of like a blue silver almost. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a lot more silver than a blue gray, but then it still has like a slight blue tint to it. And I'm putting this color on the direct center of my lid, and I'm making sure it is blended in with the shimmer on either side of it as well. And then I am also running this color on the inner portion of my lower lash line. And then when I looked at it, I was like, I mean, it's pretty, but I wanted to add just a tad more blue. And since this color is kind of not as opaque as some of the other JCat Beauty Metal Chrome eye mousses, I decided, since I laid the base down, that this would work just to add a nice little bit of blue on top of that. I am using my finger. I can't remember the exact shade name of this one, so I will have it listed down below when I do update these. I'm so far behind. Somebody needs to like give me a swift kick in the butt to remind me, but I'm going to try my best to update all of that this weekend so that everything will be listed if anybody is interested in any of that anyway. Yeah, I'm just using my finger and I'm patting this right on the center and making sure it's blended out. And I think it gave it a nice little blue tinge to it because the lower lash line still had a lot more of that silver color. And then I'm taking this white shimmer shade from the same palette and I'm using that to highlight the inner corner of my eye look. And then for mascara, I went in with the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara, and I cut in my top and lower lashes. Although I did cut my top lashes, and then I realized later that I wanted to do a color on my waterline. So I held off on doing the lower lash line until after I applied that waterline color. And then for the waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Aquatic, I believe it is. And I'm just running that on my waterline. And this is really nice, like intense, like but pale and bright. I don't know how to describe this. It's like a pale, bright, light blue, if that makes any sense. I don't know, probably not. But yeah, I think it went with the eye look really well. And then I went into the BH Cosmetics, what is this? I know it's their bronzer. I think it has a specific name, and I can't remember what it is, but I know this is in the shade Tranquil Tan, I think. And I'm just using that to bronze up my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose. And then I went into the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour palette, and I'm using that to contour my cheekbones and my jawline. I finally had to tear myself away from that Cover FX contour shade that I've been loving. I was like, you know, I really am just neglecting all my other makeup, so I decided to go in and find something different. And then for blush, I went into the BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette, and I took this shade, and I'm just using that to apply a nice wash of color into my cheeks. And I haven't used this palette, I don't think, in a hot minute as well. I actually went through all my makeup today, and I was like, wow, I have so much makeup I don't use. I know, like, I had like 3 mascaras that I knew had to be expired because they were just that old and sitting there. I was like, okay, I need to throw those away. So I did like a mini purge of my makeup. And then I took this highlighter from Wet n Wild. I think this is from their Fire and Ice collection. It's the one with a blue shift to it. I can't remember the name exactly. Oh my god, I'm just so awful. See, I haven't done regular makeup in so long, I just forget the names of everything. But I'm using that to highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And yes, I'm going to buckle down and make sure I update every single description box from like, I don't know, it's been like 20 videos back to make sure I put all the correct products in the description so that I remember what all these product names are called. And then finally for lips, I went into the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick. Oh my goodness. In the shade Toffee Talk. I know that because this is one of my favorite shades from them. And yeah. So that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you for sitting through this hectic voiceover that I'm doing right now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one.